MBUNA CICHLID AQUARIUM or pond is one of the worst system a fish keeper can ever dream of actually doing some maintenance. Stay tuned, let me share with you some of the possibilities. Alright, okay, so I have actually gone about actually changing 100% water in my main Ghana, Yellow Lab, Demasoni, and my I think it's, I don't remember, I think I call it White Lab, but it's not really White Lab over this, alright? And when I started out, I started out with my main Ghana first because yesterday I saw some fries. And when I say fries, I mean it looks as if they were in here for a while because they were probably about 1 inch or near 1 inch, right? So I saw two. So I said to myself that I'm going to actually change the water, take out the stones, take out the rock work, and actually change the water. I shared with you in the last video about my MBUNA, you know, how I go about changing the water, how I go about you know, ensuring that whatever is in the rocks is actually safe, and that I don't just throw down the rocks or put down the rocks, place the rocks at the side of the aquarium or the pond, you know, because in reality you might have a fish in the rock hiding. And that brings me to one of the problems that I do face in actually maintaining my MBUNA pond setup. Right now, some persons, well, most breeders, large scale breeders, they would use tumbler and they would be able to identify the female that is carrying, actually take out the eggs, put into a tumbler. It's more like a mass production thing, right? But I see it more enjoyable, you know, as a fish keeper, fish breeder, slash trader, to actually have the fish, you know, open its mouth and the fries swim out. Okay, so in actually taking out the rocks, I have to be very careful that small, nor large, nor medium size MBUNA cichlids exist within the rocks, right? I shared with you all of that within the last video, right? I also had to make up my mind to, you know, because as you can see on my system is set up in such a way that the release valve, right, is a few inches. I would say probably it's less than half, right, a few inches from the base of the pond, right? This is the only one that is down here, right? This is my Aratus, and I have not had a female in this for a while. I just got a female the other day, so I did not change the water. I never expect to have any fries. Now releasing the water here, I would only release the water from here to here. So therefore the rest of it I'm gonna have to do that manually. And I designed the system in such a way so as to prevent fries from being released, and two, accidental release of water results in fish actually dying in the pond, right? It happened to me with the toad, when I actually released the water, never remember, and I lost probably about 12 MBUNA. That's a different story, right? So I had to actually bail the water, right? In bailing the water, reaching to the base of the pond, of the Yellow Lab pond, well, the MBUNA I started first. I saw roughly 7 or so little babies swimming. And ladies and gentlemen, I only got one out of the pond. Now, what I'm showing you right now is probably about 5 in which I got, and those 5 I got that was hiding in the rock work, right? It was hiding in the rock work that I actually placed in water, right? So in retrospect, in reflection, I have 7 fries in here. I know tiny fries less than ½ inch that is swimming within this pond as among the rock work. It's very difficult to actually get them at certain size, right? So that's one of my problems. Two, now I have a pond that I actually keep for grow out. So I have some grow out. I call it. I have some fries, right? What I realize is that when you actually place your MBUNA cichlid fries within an open space, right? They tend to grow more faster than when you place them in a space with a lot of rock work and the adults are around. Because they are a little bit timid in coming out to consume, so therefore they grow very slowly, right? So I place them here. Now, a problem in which I have is that whenever the MBUNA starts to actually breed, right, you'll get like 12 from each. Well, my size, the size of the MBUNAs I have, you get like 12 fries from each batch, right? So one female will probably spit out about 12 or so fries. Some persons, depends on how large the MBUNA is, you might get 2 dozen, 3 dozen. It depends on the large how large it is, right? But for me right now, I get between 6 and 12 because mine are really small, right? For 3.5 inches MBUNA. Yeah, I'm getting there. All right. So I have about a dozen MBUNA yellow lab in this, right? And I got another mixing the mengano with the yellow lab. I got roughly about another 15. But as you can see in the video in which I'm kind of going to now, except in which I'm going to now, you can see that these MBUNA cannot go with these MBUNA in which I'm showing you now, right? Why? Because the juveniles will practically stress them to death. If they can't eat them, they will pick at them and they will eventually die. So one thing I am perturbed about, well, you know, I'm a fish keeper, so I have to make space, right? But for a normal fish keeper, having MBUNA, doing water change, you find some fries, you don't want to place the fries back into the space, and so you know you're going to have to find space for the fries, plus you have another space in which you have for the juveniles. So eventually and as a trader, I do not want to mix up the juveniles with the ones that have bred. And the reason being is that if I get an order for 12 yellow lab, right, and they are all in the bucket that has the rock work, it's going to be very difficult for me to actually get them out and deliver them as I would want. I would have to probably drop the entire bucket of water, remove all the rocks just to get 12 fish, right? And that's a lot of work. And so what I do, I actually get the fries from their tiny, place them into an open space, feed them so they grow large, and whenever I do get order for you know, for them, you know, persons wanting them to buy, I actually can catch them easy, right? But Mengano and Demasoni doesn't make it easy for you to catch them because they are dark in color when they are babies, and the soil is dark also, and it depends on your setup. Like mine is outdoor, you know, algae and all that. So you know, you have a lot of green water, so it's not that easy to see them. Sometimes you eventually like throw them out in the water, so you have to be straining every drop of water that you take out of these containers. You have to be straining them because you do not want to throw out any of the fries, right? So it's a little bit difficult, right? If I use aquarium, I would have to do more water change because with the outdoor system, I can place plants in it, and the plants utilizes the waste from the fish, and they grow. And whenever I feel as if they are growing too much, I can cut them and put them into another container. I can do a lot of things outside in which I can't do inside with the plants, right? Because the plants the plants need sunlight. Wow, nice lizard, right? Yeah. plant needs sunlight, and indoor, yeah, he's looking at me, right? Indoor, the plant will be restricted as to the amount of sunlight that it receives on a daily basis. So therefore, the plant will not be able to grow as quick as it is growing outdoors, right? So that's one of the thing that I have to consider. But as far as indoor is concerned, breeding them work inside in the aquarium or within a space indoors, it will be much easier for me to catch them because I could actually see the babies as probably they are released. But it's another work, right? So practically what I'm saying is that uh, that's probably one of the reasons why MBUNA cichlids are expensive, guys, because it's a lot of work to get them. It's a lot of work to, yeah, it's a lot of work to get them, right? And when you do get them, they have certain requirements that you need to follow so as to ensure that they stay healthy and alive. Well, probably I've rambled a lot. I have more to say, but I do not like to make long videos anymore. So I just save the rest that I have to say for another share. Peace out, guys. Catch you next time. Bye bye.